Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe right here to get the latest from the show and check out more of the best clips from Up and Adams, or go watch a few segments from other shows on FanDuel. You're the 5th overall pick. It's nice to see you in person.
Yeah.
Did the Notre Dame Comforter make the trip?
It did not. The Notre Dame Comforter did not make
Shocking.
the trip. It stayed back home. It's time for a new journey.
Well, you're in this new journey in beautiful Los Angeles.
Yeah.
This is insane. This facility is brand new. We're going to have a party to christen it and get all this stuff going here. How would you describe your first couple weeks here in training camp?
Yeah, I think the first couple weeks have been a learning experience and a growth experience for me. Just kind of learning the ins and outs of the NFL, the new routine, and then just growing, just trying to get a little bit better every single day. Just my mindset's always just like, what's that one thing from the past and the previous day that I'm going to work on. So that's kind of what my mindset's been these first couple weeks.
What are you working on? What have you learned?
Oh, for me, what have I learned? I've learned that
Let's take today as the example. You're saying every day you want to grow, every day you want to learn. What did you learn today?
I think I learned today just, the use of the hands is always for me in pass pro is something. It's just, it can really be beneficial and how you use them to, cause defenders to go into a second plan from their first, I think is always important. So that's kind of something that I've been working on. And it was kind of a focus for today.
What kind of teacher is Khalil Mack?
Yeah, he's a great teacher. I think I've never met a rusher who you can go up and talk to and he'll actually point out what he sees and what you see you're doing and, what he would look at and, how he, approaches me and just kind of learn from those things. And, it's almost like a guy who, instead of watching the film, you actually have firsthand experience of what he's seeing and what he's, watching on me and how I can improve those things.
How terrifying is he?
He's a very good player, and there's no better player to go up against, every single day than Khalil. He will expose you, and he will show you what you need to work on, but also be, able to, help you and get better. So when it comes, season time, you're ready to roll.
You got a taste of preseason action, a little NFL.
Yeah.
What was it like?
It was awesome. I've never been in SoFi, so kind of stepping in there. It was a much different stadium than I've been in, and then just being able to go and play my first NFL moments has always been a dream for me to make it to the NFL. And now it's just how do we continue to build off of one game, one practice is how I've been approaching it. But it was a great first overall experience.
What did Jim say to you after? Like, what was his comment, his feedback on your performance?
Yeah, I think the first comment is always, you hate losing. It's always leaves a sour taste in your mouth, and you always want to, grow and improve. You always want to come on top, and that's, been the main focus for the entire group. And then for me, I've, kind of my mindset's been, it's just those things I see in game that maybe I want to work on, and those things that are going well, just making sure those, stay going well and keep improving every day.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast. This is kind of it. It's different than what I expected, but it's it's so much fun. I think we have a great group here, a great offensive line group. You get a lot of laughs in, but you also know when to go to work hard, and it's been a lot of fun so far.
It seems like that. It seems like a really good energy around here. I gotta say, meeting Jim, seeing Joe, they work so well together. Great dynamic. Everything feels fresh. A lot of new faces, a lot of additions. And I love that. When you say it's not what you expected, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is I'm a Midwest kid, so LA is a little bit different. Just kind of getting
I'm from the Midwest too.
Yeah,
I feel you, Joe.
Yeah, getting used to the prices, everything, and living, and transportation and whatnot is a little bit different. I'm used to 5 miles taking 5 minutes, not 25 to 30 minutes. So getting used to that kind of stuff, but. You can't complain about that. It's beautiful LA, and what a better spot to be in.
Let's gripe about it, though. What is too expensive? What's the price tag that you're like, are you joking?
Oh, I think it's not one thing for me. Rent was a little interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Coming from the Midwest, it was like, whoa. It's a little bit more than I was expecting, but you're paying for what you get to see. You get oceans on one side and mountain on the other side, so you can't really ask for a better, geographical area.
Sure, so. but Joe, the cost of eggs, here's
the thing. I haven't got to the cost of eggs yet because I've just been eating from the facility. So so
you're not even paying for food. I'm sorry. Let's do the rookie thing where you tell me what your signing bonus was. What was your signing bonus?
Oh, it was a good amount.
$20.9 million. I'm told.
Yeah.
$20.9 million, and you're worried about the cost of rent.
Yeah. Well, okay, you get it. I come from a cheaper living area, so that's all I'm saying. But no, it works.
Have you bought anything fun? Come on, Joe. Come on.
Not yet. I haven't. Well, I bought my truck. That was kind of my first fun purchase that I made. So that's the one thing that I kind of said a little like, hey, I'm gonna get this if everything works out, and I got it. So it's been pretty exciting.
Dream big, Joe.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Justin's not out there. I hate that.
What?
Justin Herbert not being out there tonight. I just hate it.
Yeah, no. I think we all we all love Justin so much, and he's in there as much as he can be, and that's great. And just he's just the leader of the group. And when we have him out there, it's such a great feeling when he steps into that huddle. And we'll be good when we get to be good going.
Guess what word Khalil Mack used to describe him?
Ooh.
He said he is a
competitor.
Savage. He said.
Wow. That's a good word for him.
What word would you use outside of leader?
I would use competitor, but I think savage is really what encompasses him. He steps into the huddle, and it's a different mindset. He is ready to rock and roll, and he wants to do whatever it takes to win. And it really just, you kind of get that overall vibe when he steps into the huddle, like, hey, we're going to get this done, and whatever we have to do, we're going to do. And I think that's kind of the overall vibe that I get when he steps into the huddle. I
love the O-linemen. It's such a fun group always, most bonded than anybody on the team, great position room. What is this one like? I met Rashawn down in Frisco. He was at the O-lineman, like Lane Johnson thing. Yeah. And he's so serious.
Yeah.
He's all about business. How would you describe that room?
Yeah, I think Rashawn specifically, he is all about business, and it shows in the field. He works incredibly hard, and he puts the time in, and he's allowed me to grow a lot too. I've been picking his brain, and we've been doing drills after and such together, and I think that's been huge. But the O-line group, I think, knows when to be serious and knows when to kind of let loose. We're in here for long days, but when you have to lock in and be focused. But when you're in the locker room and you have some downtime, you got to find a time to escape football a little bit and have some time to just hang out and be guys.
What do you got in there? What do you guys got? A ping pong table? What are we working with?
Well, we have a ping pong. Yeah, we have a ping pong table in there. The O-linemen, we like to rest when it's our downtime. We're not ones that are on our feet, so we're kind of all congregated in our lockers, just hanging out and talking. We're not trying to exert any extra energy if we don't have to.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Toughest adjustment so far?
Oh, I think just going back to the Midwest LA thing. I know it's a sad thing to say, but that for me is different. But I've enjoyed it much more than I thought I was going to. I thought it was going to be, a bigger transition, but I've really loved every minute of it. And you really can't beat the weather. I'm used to the super humid summers and then the freezing cold winters, and so far it's been pretty much the same climate every single day, so I can't really complain.
Don't lose your Midwesternness.
No, I can't.
Do you promise me?
No, it'll always.
It's
always in there, and that's.
You're gonna, You're gonna complain about the rent prices. Mm-hmm. You're gonna, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your dad. Your dad played 13 years for the Chiefs. Member of the Chiefs Hall of Fame. We talked about him when I did that interview with you in the car several months ago. Now, that's got to suck because they're, they don't get along. That's your arch nemesis. You get them week 4 at home, week 14 at KC. What does he wear to the game?
Oh, he's wearing Chargers. He said that from the minute I got drafted. He goes, I gotta represent my son, and he's all in it with me. And I couldn't be more appreciative of him for that. He doesn't have any. He holds me at his first, and that's really important to me. And he's gonna be ready to wear, that powder blue, when it comes game time, because he's really allowed me to grow to who I am today, and he's taught me so much, both on and off the field, and how to be a man, but also how to be a football player. And I think it'll be really fun to be able to go out there, and even though it's against his old team, he'll be out there to support me, which is gonna be awesome.
What's your favorite thing about Jim Harbaugh?
I gotta go with the cleats. I've never had a head coach who wears cleats, and the cleats got some really good style. I shouldn't be one to talk about style because I have zero, but he's got some nice cleats that he wears out in the field, and he's just in it. He's committed to us and making sure we're going to be as ready as we can become game time, and you see that, and I think it kind of all encompasses it with the cleats when he's out there ready to roll. He's
in it. I think that's a good way to describe him. He's in it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's in it just like we are, and you really take a appreciation for that.
Do you have a nickname from J.K. Dobbins?
I do.
What is it?
Oh, it's bad. I'm Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Tell me that. Why?
Because he thinks I'm big, and that was the first thing that came to his mouth. So it's Cliff, but it stands for Clifford.
J.K. Dobbins is wild.
Yeah, so I'm Cliff.
Who on this team is like the vocal wild guy?
I think you just named him.
Is it J.K.? Yeah. Wow. I don't know that. That's amazing. Love to hear that. What else would you like to talk about? Favorite beach?
Favorite beach? Well, I'm staying near Manhattan Beach, so I've kind of been experiencing that a little bit.
Living the life.
Oh,
what are you living at the Shade Hotel? What are you doing?
No, I'm just
going to eat at Nick's every day, fishing with dynamite. Where are you going?
Well, currently I'm staying in the hotel, so not a lot of explorations have been out yet. But yeah, that's where I'll be staying for the season. So for me, it's just been kind of walking down that hill and like, oh, it's really nice to go down the hill onto the beach, but then realizing, once I'm done at the beach, I have to walk back up about 400 yards of hill.
Life is really hard for you. And you had that awful $20.9 million bonus. Like, everyone just thoughts and prayers to Joe Altman.
I'm going to have to get an electric bike. I'm going to have to get an electric bike to get up that hill.
Well, last question for you, and I'm going to guess no. There's no world where he even knew what Clifford the Big Red Dog was, right? You had to, Clifford?
Of course I know Clifford.
How do you know Clifford?
Because I'm the youngest of 5, so like I
We're totally calling bullshit on that. You have no idea.
We have the tub of all the childhood books. I can go back to my house and pull it out. I know who Clifford the Big Red Dog was. It was read to me. I know it. I know all of it.
Okay, last one for you. Really last one. J.K. Dobbins' nickname for coach. Do you know it?
I don't.
Darn, we're trying to get it out of him. We can't. I need to bring one of those lie detector, like those Vogue Vanity Fair lie detectors with me to camp, from camp to camp next year.
My problem was I forgot it because he nicknamed me last week, but then he called me Clifford today, so I was like, remembered. So.
Kay and Clifford coming to Rec Shop week 1 and on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.